Okay, look, this is the best setup we're gonna get. It's been a while. I haven't been in this setup in a long time. If you couldn't tell, I'm back home, being able to record some of these new videos. Sorry, this video is not going to be using my usual mic that I would have if I was home. Just going to have to go without the mic this time, but it's okay. Finally got some product in. Don't worry, the content's coming back. I understand that it's been a long time, but we're finally here. Today's video revolves around one specific set. I would usually start off with Celebration since this is the last set I didn't open, but I figured today we'll be opening the Fusion Strike Elite Trainer box, considering, you know, it's a new set that came out. Pretty exciting set all around. There's a Cinderace in it. There's actually 3 Cinderace in it. As a bonus for this first video being back, I'll also finish out the first partners packs with Kanto, so make sure to stick around for that as well. Without further ado though, let's get into this Elite Trainer box. So obviously this box is around Mew. Mew is the mascot of this one. Of course we needed more psychic types for standard. Let's go ahead and take this off. And per usual, you can see the artwork's kind of on the inside. I'm not going to take it apart right now because there's a few more I have to put up. But we'll put it to the side for now. Putting the box over here for now. Let's go ahead and look at the player's guide. Obviously it tells you about some of the newer cards, and you can look at the checklist and see how some of these different Pokemon work. But I'll go ahead and show you exactly what I'm looking for. Obviously there's 2 different Cinderace in here. Cinderace V, which is just a pretty bad one and family one, and then there's a Single Strike one, which is also not great, but it's still Cinderace regardless. And then there's a VMAX one, but it's this Gigantamax form, so I really want those. And going forward, there's a few others that are just kind of interesting. There's that Mew V and VMAX, really solid in standard format right now, doing a really good job, as well as Gengar V and VMAX, really solid. The Single Strike, so you get to power it up, Single Strike Energy and Houndooms. That's really all we got. But then we have a ton of alt arts and a ton of different cards that we're chasing after. I'd say I really want the Greedent alternate art. I really like Greedent. At least Sparkle, full art, pretty cool. Any of the Mews that are around. This is a ginormous set, so getting anything, especially, you know, any of these crazier secret rares would be fantastic. So, oh, and also this Espeon VMAX was only in the Japanese one. Like these boxes, you can only get this specific card as a promo in Japan, so this is the only way we can get in English as an alternate art in this set. So, still really interesting. Oh, the Inteleon VMAX, I forgot to mention, very good right now as well. There's a surprising amount of really good cards in this set, but then there's also a lot of filler and a lot of things that are not so great that they've released, but that's only because, I mean, this is a combination of so many different sets, so it's to be expected that not all of them are going to be winners. Let's go ahead and take this top part off. As you can see, we have this little paper lining in the inside. It's only 8 packs because this is the regular Elite Trainer box. I did not get the Pokemon Center exclusive one. Then you have the Pokemon Trading Card Game rules, still going with this Single Strike and Rapid Striker Shifu. Single Striker Shifu being very good in the format right now. A pack of energies, which I believe they're still printing Fairy type energy. Here are the card sleeves that you get for it. Really cool with this little trippy design, kind of going back. Really interesting. Really like it. Mew, I mean, fan favorite for a lot of people, so for Mew to be the mascot of the set, people are really excited for. I'm not giving the code out because I usually like to keep the actual box for myself, but if you take a look here, like, the new back is here finally for Pokemon TCG Live. It was supposed to come out with this game, as it says, like, play today, but they had to delay it, which is fine. Pokemon delaying things means that they really want to, you know, up the quality of it, so I'm honestly okay with them doing away with that. Take those out. We get our burn-in toxic counters. We get our dice. These are really cool. They're like a pink and purple marble with a like light blue, and then you can see the clear die in there in the middle of Mew's tail. And then I think that's pretty much it. And then of course we get into our packs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Fusion Strike packs. Let's go ahead and shuffle these up a little bit. And as I mentioned, I'm very excited for this set. Definitely want a Cinderace. Wouldn't mind Mew VMAX, you know, because they're pretty expensive right now. And obviously it's going to go down in price, but regardless. Actually, let's go ahead and open up while we're here. I mean, we can get all of our packs out right now. In this one, you get an Evolving Skies and a Sword and Shield base set, which is actually pretty good. I mean, these are the two, in my opinion, these are the 2 best sets in Sword and Shield. You can make a strong argument for Chilling Reign and some of the other sets, but I think Sword and Shield base set has a lot to offer that people kind of slept on when it came out. And Evolving Skies obviously is a fan favorite set, so definitely looking forward to opening these 2 as well. And then, of course, the promo cards you get are the base set Squirtle, the base set Bulbasaur, and then the base set Charmander. Really, really cool, awesome cards. Let's go ahead and put these in the binder really quickly. So as you know, we have all of our other ones. Kind of going through them. Alright, so in terms of where we left off, if I can find the page, there's the Bulbasaur for the set. Oh, I guess I skipped Squirtle. There's Squirtle. And then Charmander. And what's interesting is that I thought it would be exactly enough, but there's a few extra slots here. So I guess I could put my extra little jumbo cards from Sword and Shield era, because the Sword and Shield jumbo cards are actually a little bit smaller than the older ones that we have. So it's interesting that they gave some extra slots. I'll definitely be putting my extra jumbos in here. But yeah, we're actually completely done with these first partner packs. It feels like it's been a while. I mean, you gotta consider this was a project over 8 months. So it's kind of crazy that we finally made it to the end of this, but we're here, and finally happy it's over, honestly. I'll open the Evolving Skies halfway through. We'll go ahead and start off with this Sword and Shield, just to kind of make up for not being the Pokemon Center exclusive. Like, I kind of feel a little bit bad about it. So, you know, we're trying our best out here. So Dark Energy, Lucky Egg, Rare Candy, Hitmonlee, Rookidee, Ghastly, Clobbopus, Salandit, Joltik, Reverse Energy Switch. I love these reverse trainers, so I'm happy with that. And our first card, back at home, is a regular Rillaboom. Not even the good one. Okay, so nothing so far, but you know, we move. We're fine. We're fine. Of course, it gave me the worst of the Galarian starters. We shall continue. How do I? These are so difficult to open. Okay, we got it. This is my first actual Fusion Strike pack I've ever opened. The set's been out for a few days now, I believe. So it's definitely interesting. Oh, gotta slide that off. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. And fire. Nope, it's electric. Primeape, Simipour, Bugcatcher, Klefki, Trubbish, Totodile, Phantump, Snorlax. It's a reverse Oricorio, first Fusion Strike card. What's really fascinating is that the Fusion Strike part of it is actually hollow as well, which is interesting. So then the last part is this Latias. These two are really good in Fusion Strike decks. Latias has the Red Assist, where once during your turn you can put a Psychic Energy card from your hand to one of your Latios, and then Dyna Barrier for 3, but you pair this up with Mew VMAX and you can use it for 2 colorless. It only does 70, but during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from VMAX. So any VMAX deck you're going against, if you're using Mew VMAX, put this thing on your bench, use Dyna Barrier, just chip it down over and over again until you can just one-shot it, if you don't already have the potential to one-shot with the new Power Tablets. It's been a while since I've actually got to open some cards. I mean, my last video was like a month ago, if I'm not mistaken, and the pulls from that were nuts. I don't know if you saw that video, but definitely check it out if you haven't. I mean, those pulls were actually, I'm pretty confident those were my best pulls in any video that I've done, if it wasn't like a booster box or anything like that. Like, I just got extremely lucky with my pools there. And so we're hoping that we get some luck with Fusion Strike. Here's the Meryl with Let's All Roll Out. Really cool deck, kind of rogue single prize deck where it just does 20 damage for each bench Pokemon that has Let's All Roll Out. Pretty fascinating. There's a reverse Rookidee, and there's the Latios with the blue assist, which attaches a Psychic Energy card from your hand to one of your Latias. This one isn't as good as the Latias because it's 210, then you have to discard 2 energy. The attack on Genesect that does 210 is a lot better than this Latios, considering that it's still 210 damage, but then it just says you can't attack. This makes you discard the energy, which is not very good as a side effect. Alone it's pretty good, but it's really hard to power up if you couldn't tell. So, not that great, but we move. Continuing onward. Fusion Strike. Man, these are glued together really well. We shall continue on with our adventure. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. Let's guess grass. Water, close enough. Ninetales, Togedemaru, Quick Ball. Ooh, the new Quick Ball, look at that. Really, really cool. I really wanted these Quick Balls, and if you couldn't tell, it's in front of the Cram-O-Matic in the Isle of Armor DLC. If you go into the dojo, into the side, you can find it there. There's a Jinx, Mantine, Grubbin, Rotom. There's a Fusion Strike Smeargle. There's a Reverse Toxtricity, which is really cool. And, oh? Okay. There's a full art dancer.
Bruh.
Hey, my luck with these Elite Trainer boxes, kind of insane. I really like this card. You know, people, it's not fantastic. It says draw 2 cards if you go second and it's your first turn, draw 3 more cards. So it's technically a draw 5 if you can get it out first. So it's very situational, realistically. But to have a full art version, it's really miscut up here, but it's fine. Like I was saying, it's really difficult to get anything in the set. This is literally the biggest set that Pokemon has ever printed. So to already get something to this caliber, unreal. And we still have so many packs to go. You know, it's all really up to the Pokemon gods and Arceus to, you know, kind of pull this one together for me. But there's our first hit, and I'll leave it right here. Perfect. Let's keep going. Fusion Strike. And yeah, also, just be careful when you're buying packs of Fusion Strike. It's been confirmed. I guess I can give this one away. Here, if you've already watched through the rest of this video, or halfway through this video, here's a Fusion Strike code for you. Enjoy it. Like I was saying, be careful about buying. Oh, I never moved these cards out of the way. I'm so sorry. Move any to the front? Yes, I did. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting super sidetracked right now. Be careful about buying them. There's power tablets. Because it's actually confirmed that you can weigh them depending on the... Okay, I just picked up a bunch. There's another Toxel, reverse hollow Toxel, Fusion Strike. And there's a Pikachu V. I think we got this as a promo in the... No, the Pikachu V promo that we got was a little bit different. So weird, oh, never mind. That was just something on there. Yeah, I'm actually unsure of where we got this Pikachu V. Oh, actually, I know. This is from one of the Japanese, like, the family learning game, if I'm not mistaken, like the Battle Academy. So we got a V. Not bad. Pikachu, you can go right there. But like I was saying, be careful with Fusion Strike. You can weigh them out and determine just based off the ink on the code card. So if stores have singles or anything like that, just be careful. It's a lot easier and safer to buy sealed product. So you'll definitely want to do that instead of trusting the process of a LGS. Doing that. There's an Evolving Skies code. Enjoy that. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. And Psychic Fighting. I'm getting like the opposites of every single one. There's a Squirrel, Flying Dragon, Crustle, Fletchling, Scraggy, Hippopotas, Timple, Litleo. There's a Flabebe and regular Ampharos. Okay, so nothing on that one. It's fine. Fusion Strike is interesting because there's a lot of cards in here that, you know, because they try to combine everything that comes out in Japan, right? So, you know, if there's like really exciting things coming out pretty consistently in Japan, then it's really easy for them to, you know, just, you know, fill some sets up with like the family things and whatnot. But specifically as of late in Japan, it's just been a bunch of kind of like learning the game type of cards. So it's like cards that aren't like super playable, but like since they're all like power scaled down. There's a Hollow Toxtricity Fusion Strike. They're super like dumbed down so that new people can play the game and like learn the game. So there's a lot of cards in here that are pretty worthless outside of like the main hits. This Toxtricity has the ability Maximum Downer. If all of your Pokemon in play are Fusion Strike Pokemon, your opponent's Pokemon VMAX in play get 30 less HP, which is, you know, pretty solid. I mean, that's free 30 damage that you don't have to do. You gotta think like Rapid Strike or Single Strike Urshifu that has like 330 HP. That instantly gets knocked down to 300, and you only have to hit for 300, which right now it's pretty easy to hit for Psychic Weakness, but it's not always super easy to always one-shot things. You gotta think like, you know, Dragapult isn't as played anymore. Right now it's about Mew, but like, you know, Shadow Rider still exists, I guess. Right now it's just Single Strike Urshifu that's really dominating, so things like this, I mean, it does stack up. You can actually stack these, so it's important to look at considering that it also has to damage itself to power itself up. So, I mean, you could get this thing down to like 240, 230, and get a pretty easy knockout on it, all things considered. Even if you're running like a single prizer deck that can hit kind of relatively around those numbers, especially for weakness. I mean, you're in for the money with this, so not bad. We'll put it to the side as well. I don't really have a great way of getting this right now. All my things are kind of dispersed, so we'll have to protect them in one moment. I'm just kind of having to put them to the side. So go ahead and do that. Throw that over there. Put that there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. We will guess. Dark. There's water. Okay, that was the first one that I wasn't even close on. Phalanx, Simisear, Snom, Dreepy, the Dragapult deck, the Fusion Strike Dragapult, very good right now. Makuhita, Rukidi, Caterpie. There's a reverse Caterpie. I really wanted Caterpie. My goal probably is to get a full set of Caterpies of like everyone ever printed. So we're starting. And there's the Gorbis. Gorbis has the ability Rapid Strike Canceller, which means that your opponent's Rapid Strike Pokemon in play have no abilities. So you're not going to get pinged by Rapid Strike Inteleon. You're not even the VMAX one that just came out has a similar ability to the Quick Shooting Inteleon, where you have to discard a Water Energy and then you can do 22 ways. That doesn't happen because it's Rapid Strike. And then all the other like different ones, it doesn't stop Drizzile, but you know the Rapid Strike abilities, even like Pansear and some of those others. Going down to our last two. It's a Boltund pack. Probably should have ended with like maybe a Gengar pack or something like that, but it's fine. We move. I like Boltund. The new Boltund VMAX is interesting. It's just it's technically better than the one that we have got in the past, with like the VMAX in terms of its main attack, but it only does like 20 more damage, which is like not very great, but I mean you have options with it, and at least you can evolve. There's the Huntail I was just talking about, with the Single Strike Jammer, which says that Single Strike Pokemon attack cost 1 more, which is pretty good. I mean, like Rapid Strike Urshifu, or sorry, Single Strike Urshifu costs 4 to attack, so that makes it 5, which is really hard to power up. And then like Umbreon still has to power up to 3, so that makes that 4. So you have options. And our last one is a Breloom Single Strike. I didn't even realize Breloom had a card in the set, which is interesting. It has Counter, which says if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack during your opponent's last turn, the attack does that much more damage. So if you can survive a hit with Breloom, you'll do that much damage and then an additional 20 on top of that, which is not fantastic. I guess it is technically Single Strike, so you can attach 1 Single Strike energy to it to get that counter, but it needs grass, and Single Strike energy it's a dark and fighting, so it's not going to really help you. This card is not very great, but the Breloom, the Huntail is very, very good. It can still go up here on the hits, I guess. And this is our last pack of this opening, and like I said, I have a ton more boxes I have to open. And like I said, I apologize for not being on my usual mic. Just, getting used to the flow back here. But all in all, we're going to have a good old time. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front, and then we'll flip it around. Got a Psychic, Sharpedo, Theoisk, Dunsparce with the ability to make it to where your normal type Pokemon do not have a weakness. There's a Shelmet, there's a Palossand reverse, and an Arcanine regular rare. 160 for 3 is not too terrible. Definitely has some potential. It does do 30 damage to itself, but it's not great. So all in all, I mean, you can already see the hits on your screen. I also have all the reverse rares right here, if anyone cares enough to see those. But yeah, this is all we got from our Elite Trainer box. Actually really surprised about, what we got. We were close to getting a Cinderace with the Breloom because it's Single Strike, or just the regular one. Got a Pikachu, which is nice. Toxtricity, really cool. And then of course, this Dancer, full art, is the hit of the day. Don't really know how much this costs, but I like Dancer's design. Sword and Shield has some really well-designed characters, so I'm honestly not mad at this at all. Really cool. Probably one of my favorite of like the NPCs that you can fight in the game is Dancer card, so pretty cool. Overall, I'm still not going to complain about it. Good opening regardless. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments, I don't know, which of these 4 pulls was your favorite today. Let me know in the comments. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'll be doing a lot more interaction, a lot more giveaways there. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and later.